Good morning from South Africa. It's winter, but we have got a sunny day, although it's a bit cold. And today I'm going to start a video, and I'm going to do little bits and pieces and put it all together just to show you what I'm busy with in my project area. And I am busy with Belle Bloom kit from Wild Rose Bohemian, and I am busy starting with the first part of it. So you can see I've got here a beginner folio cutting guide from the Scrimping Mommy. I'm subscribed to her, and I want to thank her for this guide, because for me, being a beginner, it's quite difficult to understand the measurements and to just start somewhere and have no idea to where to start. So this has been a very valuable guide. And then I took the guide and I cut up all the pieces of this folio. It says folio, but it's like a little folder with a lot of compartments and stuff. And I started pasting together the first part. I did it in white. She does it in black, but actually I don't want to use black, and I was thinking of inking the white to give it a more vintage appearance. So I cut out all the pieces, and I'm now busy putting them together. So it's but all these pieces I measured in inches, although we are in South Africa we use centimeters. So this guide was very valuable in that regard, because when we convert centimeters to inches, then it's always like one and a little bit, and those little bits aren't so easy to work with as like 5 1/4 or 5 1/2 inches or whatever. So I took a guide and I cut out all the pieces, and I scored the areas that had to be scored, and I wrote on each piece according to the guide what each piece is part of, and also if it's a pocket or a flap or whatever, because there are 4 parts and then, or 4 pages, and then there are different stuff that that I've cut out according to the guide. And then I intend to use these beautiful background papers and pattern papers from Wild Rose Bohemian Belle Bloom kit, and I printed it double-sided. So I'm going to use some of them and then embellish it a bit. And hi, this is Jackie from Jangle Art and Design, and this part of the video I made for this design kit from Wild Rose Bohemian called Belle Blooms. And I started off with showing you the raw folio cuts that haven't been inked or embellished or anything, and also showed you a few of the pages of the kit. But then I had camera problems and I couldn't proceed with bits and pieces of the rest of compiling of the folio. So this is going to be a flip through of the folio after I did all that I did. So here on the spine we've got a dangle, and the colors I used are present in the inside of the folio and outside as on parts of the ephemera and so on. The lace that I used, I colored with gelatos to bring out the pink of the flowers and blooms and bits and pieces of the kit. My closure is made of ribbon, and on the ends I added a pearl. So when we open the kit, you can see I've made not the kit, the folio. You can see I made a pocket on the left-hand side, and I made a little pocket bag wherein you can put some stamps, or my daughter suggested Belle would most probably get some flower seeds from one of her friends. And then on the right-hand side, we've got Belle and her friend having a cup of tea or a glass of cold drink or wine or whatever. They are out lunching and enjoying each other's company. And the sentiment on the flip is Annam Cara, and its meaning is a soul friend or companion, symbolizing deep spiritual connection and mutual understanding, representing unity, support, and shared growth. And isn't that a beautiful description for a friendship? That is how I feel about my friend that crafts with me. On the right-hand side, we've got a flap, and I also use different types of lace, as I only have bits and pieces to decorate the folio. This is in the area where Belle lives, and on this inside I made a belly band with a photo of Belle's mother, and whoopsie, and at the top you can see Magnolia Coffee Company ticket that I added there. And here at the bottom I made a small pocket and I embellished it like that, love always. And I also made a little notebook which has a fake clip on it, part of the embellishment. And then I stamped on butterflies onto the coffee dyed paper I made. Just look at the lovely lace patterns of the pages, journal pages, and there you can also make notes. And then if we turn the page over, we've got another flip. I'm going to show you the bottom part first. The bottom part is beautiful blossom, be a color sprinkle in a vanilla world. And then when you open the flip, then Belle's there reading in a book, and then if you open the flip again, there's space to make notes. And then she received an envelope, and inside the envelope is the letter. And then I also made a slanted pocket, and here are tickets for events that Belle is going to go to. And on the here I added a heart that I crocheted, and I sewed it onto the slanted pocket, and here's a small coupon. Then on this right hand side, this is Belle's little envelope where she keeps her accounts. So I tried to do something else because I wasn't in the mood for the usual closure. I just wanted to do something a bit unique. So this closure opens like this, and inside is actually an account of goodies that she bought, or an invoice. And then I just push the yarn through, and the envelope is closed again. When we flip open the envelope, I've got a trifold that I just used two sides of, and I made a pocket of it, and then I added a tag inside, and then we've got a flip here at the top, and then if I flip it open, then there's writing space. And also if I flip open the bottom part, then we've got lovely embellishments here, and a pocket with a notebook, another notebook. Look at the lovely flower designs on these pages. They're actually so gorgeous, and you can also use the side that has got writing on. So there's so many ideas and ways to utilize this kit. I stamped coffee dyed paper for the booklet. In the inside I also made a little dangle just to give it a bit of color and bring forth the colors from the paper I used, and then this flips open upwards, and it says shine your light. And here's an old vintage truck with beautiful flowers, and then you open it and there's a vintage car and another space to write something on it. And then we turn around to the fourth page, and here I've got a envelope, pocket holder, but just look at this beautiful wax seal. It came out so nicely. And then there's index guide cards information inside there, and here's a little note card that Belle can use to write creative ideas on. And then if you close the folio, on the back there's also a pocket, and I inserted a bookmark here that is also part of the kit. And I just found this a beautiful and lovely experience. I will add all rows of Wild Rose Bohemian Studios social platforms and Etsy shop links in the description box below. I would recommend that you visit her Etsy shop. There are some discounts on some of the kits, and her kits are really very arty and touching to the soul. It's like beauty flowing from the kit and beautifying your inner spirit, and then your inner spirit sends out more beauty towards the kit. It's a lovely creative experience, and I thoroughly enjoyed this. So I just want to thank Rose for adding me to a design team, and for the privilege to use this beautiful kit with all its add-ons to make the world a more beautiful place. Happy crafting until we meet again.